Hi YouTube, how you going? My name's Rob and this is our bus which we bought almost 12 months ago now. It's a 1969 Bedford. Did the rounds in the streets picking up passengers and probably dropping off lots of school kids, and then was converted by somebody into a motorhome. I purchased it at a reasonable price, reasonably expensive, but you know, with everything done inside, it made things much easier for us and myself. So yeah, I purchased it, did a few little things on it, changed the steering wheel on it, which was very little skinny. The split system works on a generator which came with the bus as well, a very good Honda EU IS30 or something. Has a nice bedroom and very comfortable bus to actually live in. The reason I've done this basically is because my family, I have twin boys and a beautiful dog and a wife who's a surfer, and I had also a very bad injury with my hand. So I've been struggling quite a lot since the injury, which was 2 years ago now pretty much, and I'll actually just flick up some pics now, so do apologise. You just have a look or skip through them. Yeah, it's disgusting. It's golden staph infection. I had 5 operations. I actually removed my hamate bone out of my wrist. I'm still suffering a lot of pain daily now if I use it, and being a tradesman is quite difficult because I was a right-handed tradesman. That's my bones all mangled up. It's my skin graft, which was eventually put on over the big gaping wound, and my ugly head and all the muscles gone. I had some good muscles, and this is just 6 months after the surgery, range of movement.
They have quite a lot of swelling and quite a large lack of movement. Trying to make a fist is impossible. I can touch these 2 fingers, but that is it. Trying to touch any other finger is impossible. My little finger, where's the mirror? Little finger is that much movement.
Long
Other
time I
fingers are a
couldn't really
bit
use
better.
my fingers
Still struggle to
after
lift
being in a
fingers
splint
up.
for so long while I was in
Very big
hospital
struggle. So
in the recovery
so
period.
the strength is still not there. Rotation of my arm is
And although now my wrist
there,
is freezing and having less and less
without
movement
rotating the
daily
shoulder.
and more pain daily,
It's there.
my
No,
fingers are
near
actually
90.
very strong and
And
quite normal in the way they move.
the struggle continues. This is my life at this
Lost
point in
all my
time.
muscles. I
Still
was
skinny.
a pretty
Lost
buff
all my
guy
muscles.
before the accident.
Right arm's gone. Totally.
That's what it looks like pretty much today. So looking better, looks worse in cold weather. But we made this decision to go and try and live on the road and buck the system, which I've kind of always done during my life anyway. So like this, we all get a chance to go and explore and make the most of our time on this beautiful planet. Um, and this is a replacement doggy. So I lost my other little mini Foxy who was gorgeous as well. But yeah, we have a nice time. We always head out as a family, and although I'm probably not the best father in the world, I'm here for my kids, and I want to be able to do more things and make money. You know, spending my life sitting in traffic, battling the crowds, and all for paying bills basically. So like this, we can take off. I've got the bus reversed in the driveway, but I really had to change the paint scheme. So this is just some images of what the bus looked like before, and then I had the idea that I should kind of start doing some repairs on it. Bus is all registered anyway, so replaced the back tyres, that was good. Then took a photo and actually with my crappy editing skills, couldn't work out a program on the internet, so I just drew on a photo and just kept drawing on the photos to kind of come up with a different paint scheme, because that paint scheme was quite boring. So black out the wheels, obviously, that was a good definite, and get rid of the grey in the bottom panels, that was a definite. And then experimented with lots of colour, and here's a little time lapse. Just thought I'll paint the thing white, and once I painted it white, I'll obviously come up with a better idea. So parked up at the local hardware store, basically across the road. There's a huge, beautiful park. It was middle of summer, so I was shirtless all the time. Don't really care.
But it definitely needs another coat. Obviously.
Roof was covered in mold before.
Spent almost the whole day just cutting in around the windows, cutting in all the gutters. I caulked all the gutters. Yeah, it's going to look good by the end. The wheels are black. I even painted the exhaust black. And then I'm using basically just using like a rust guard, just a more expensive.
Just the gloss
enamel,
white
I
enamel.
suppose.
External.
Special.
House
Can't
paint.
read it.
Sorry about the
Not greatest
shaky.
of painters, but
That's just
I
a
reckon
cheapo
about
selfie
2 or
stick on
3
the
hours,
iPhone there.
this is going to look awesome. Still a pretty big bus. There we go. White bus. Definitely white now. So it took me a couple of hours, but I went over the bus. Stayed there. Got very good coverage. All the grey's gone, the green's gone. I'm going to put more green anyway, but I think it looks a bit like a prison bus at the moment. The black wheels. Pretty cool. All with the left hand. Woohoo! Ah, look at my left arm compared to my right arm. Left. Alright. Much smaller. Right. Left.
So here you can see it white. I thought from there I can actually use my television. So I use the television, the Apple TV, and I really painted it quite a lot of green and rubbed it off. It was just a water-based paint on the screen of the television, and just rubbed it off till I came up with that kind of paint scheme and detail. And just went ahead and transferred it onto the bus, taped it all up, gave it 2 coats of green in the end, and then realised I don't think the green is enough, it needed something else, so more experimenting on the television. Could do the whole thing black at the bottom under the ground, would look cool. Not patchy grey like that, but all black. Yeah. I think enough black with the wheels.
Hi again, this is it, the last coat, or the last parts of the detail, because the green wasn't right. So I'm just going to go ahead and paint a same high quality rust guard epoxy enamel brushed on. We're going to do a black line, have a look down the side of the bus. Got Dad on camera, Dad's the cameraman. Very good, I've taped it up. Just a thin white black line that gets thicker and thicker as we go. Here we go. Now you're just going to follow me, I'm just going to do a time lapse. take me a while, but I'll get it. Once I start going fast, shit. Wow, look at that.
You see, I'm not a pro.
Was
Far
close.
from first time I've ever done
Ready?
something really like
Look
this
at me.
automotively, but I'm still able to use my hand. Just can't move my wrists, but the fingers are quite good. Although at the end of the day I pay for it. Might not be painful while I use it, but I always know that at night time it will be sore and stiff.
I'm just going to go around the whole bus like this then.
Oh mamma mia.
You don't want to do it?
Sì, vai.
So it's a very scary experience, I must admit. The whole process of making a decision to purchase something so huge and quite extravagant in the scheme of what you're meant to really do in life. I mean, you could buy a van and run the gauntlet and see how far you get, but I really wanted to make sure that we had a structure that was going to be comfortable enough for us all to live in and travel in, and doing that you really need to sacrifice quite a lot in your standard way of thinking just to prepare and to commit. It's not something anyone really who says they would like to do would really like to do, because once you start to realize how you have to change your way of life, the fantasy kind of fades, and it's quite an anxious thing to do.
Dai,
Here we go. Dad's ripping off the tape.
sì.
Bravo.
Ok,
Do it.
ci vediamo.
Yep. We did 4 years of college for this. It's the tape ripping off course. Oh, it looks much better. Looks more finished now. Completo. What's he gonna do? Oh, look at that, yep.
You finished there or what?
No, I'm still videoing, you gotta rip it all off.
Okay, 1 minute.
Oh yeah, that was the after classes. They taught him how to deal with aerials. Huge aerial.
Mamma mia,
Wow, look at that.
you got a touch up here to done there, mate.
Yeah, there's a couple of runs here and there that I'll fucking doesn't bother me. At least now it's not just green, you know. Look at that. Bravo, signore.
Fatto, tutto a posto, ciao.
Ciao. So that's it. Lots of little kind of bits like that that don't bother me. I just scrape them up and touch them up. We've got plenty of green and white paint. But that finishes it. Definitely looks better. A bit of a black line. It gets very fat at the back. Getting thicker as I go. Thickens right up at the back. Pretty sweet. The very last job I'm gonna do when it all comes to an end and we're definitely fucking getting out of this shithole is I'll roll the same the Terios, because this will be dragged behind us. So I'll roll it white and put green stripes on it. Like that. Cool, good job, Dad.
That look good, mate.
Yeah,
I have to wash my hands.
good luck.
Okay.
Auguri.
Grazie.
Now for the name. Harmony. You may have seen yesterday, I put the name on. I put it on freehand. I just realised now that I've put it on perfect. It's perfect. Just now I've ripped off the tape because I thickened up the front line as I thought I'd do, and I thought I'd make a little bit of a curve at the end. So she curves down a little bit at the end to kind of match that old school and soften the brow a little, because after all, she's a girl. And so that goes up on the side. That's that size. It's got just a little bit more of a trippy detail, but mate, what a relief. I reckon it's about time that this bus went from this to this.
Hey, thanks everyone for watching. It was a very detailed first video, so I hope it wasn't too boring, but tune in for more. There shall be more, and catch you then. Thanks, Dad.